What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video, and as you can see, I have in some braids. And I know in one of my videos I was really bashing braids because of what it did to my hair when I was transitioning, but I'm back on the bandwagon and I'm tired of doing my hair every day or just having to mess with it all the time. Like, honestly, your girl is just tired. I am tired of dealing with my hair. So anyway, we're gonna get right into the video. This just sounds like a misconstrued question because of the misleading information out there. So when you're in MEPS, you get separated, females and males, and whatever exercise the males do, they do. But they do have you do a few weird exercises like the duck walk and just different like things, because you already are undressed. You have on your bra and you have on your panties. So you do a few exercises in front of your peers, but you all are doing it together. You all are duck walking together. You're not doing it by yourself. Everybody walks in line. Everybody does it together. So yes, you do have to do a few weird exercises, but you're all doing it together. So you're not really looking at another person right in front of you doing it. You guys are all in a line and you just doing the exercises. The males, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know. I'm not a male. But it's definitely separated from females and males. You do nothing with getting undressed in front of males or females from the opposite sex. You can definitely wear braids or sew-in or micros or rope twists, or we can now wear dreads. So you can wear that stuff in basic. I recommend you don't, just because you sweat so much. Just because you sweat so much in basic and you get dirty, and I recommend you don't get any weave. That way it's easier to wash your hair and just go about the day and not have to worry about taking it out or, you know, anything of that sort. In basic, you get your phone every time you phase up. So from red phase to white phase to blue phase, that's when you're supposed to get your phone. When I was in basic, we got our phones. We got one phone call right when we got to basic, and then once we went into white phase, we got our phone call, and then we did really good with shooting at the range, and then we got another phone call in white phase for some reason. So if you do really good, like if your platoon does really well in something and you make your drill sergeants very happy, then they can reward you with phone calls. Sometimes they give us options, but they rewarded us a few times with phone calls in white phase. And in blue phase, we almost got a phone call every weekend. Like, it was crazy. One of the drill sergeants told us that we were her best cycle that she has ever had. So she rewarded us with a phone call, and then we were already getting another phone call. So we got a lot of phone calls in my cycle of basic training. But if you don't get a lot of phone calls, you will at least get a phone call every time you phase up. You can lose those privileges, but usually you get about a 15-minute phone call, and that's every time you phase up. When you ship off to basic, you go to reception first. So in reception, they are a little bit more lenient. So you can wear makeup, but it has to be under certain regulations. You know, you can't have like red lipstick or anything like that, but you can wear makeup, and you can have nail polish, but it has to be a nude color, I believe. So your nails can't exceed over ½ an inch above your finger. I don't recommend it, especially in basic. I don't recommend you have nails like acrylic nails or anything like that, just because, like, once again, you're gonna be getting dirty and sweaty and stuff, and it grows out. It starts to look bad. But if you do bring nail polish, then I think the only reason you would have it or makeup to have it for is for graduation. Graduation, you're gonna be outside though. You're gonna be outside, you're gonna be sweating, you're gonna be hot. Graduation, you're gonna be marching, you're gonna be trying to wipe that damn makeup off your face. So once again, I don't really wear makeup like that anyway, but I don't really recommend it. Just embrace all that natural beauty. Just embrace it all. Just drink lots of water, your skin to be clear. And if you do have some acne, then girl, if you want to bring you a little makeup, bring you a little makeup. But when you get hot, don't say I didn't tell you. When you be shining, don't say I didn't tell you. There are lots of different ages when you go to basic training, and lots of different ranks. The highest rank you can be when you come into the Army is specialist. So if you have college experience, go ahead and get ranked up before you even come in, and you will be all good. There are all ages of people up to like mid-30s sometimes. The Army stopped taking people after like 35 maybe, I'm not sure. But if you haven't figured out what you want to do with your life at that point, then you might as well keep doing what you're doing. I don't know. But yeah, there are all different kind of ages. We used to call certain people mom and dad in our group. So there are different people, a bunch of different people from all over the world that come to the Army. So best believe you will find you someone your age, probably of your rank. So yeah. After basic, you get shipped to your AIT, I believe, within like a few days, probably like 2 days or something. They give you a little time to travel as well. My mom came with me to my AIT because my date that I had to be there wasn't until a few days later, so she still wanted to spend that time with me. So she did come with me. She didn't fly with me, but she took a separate flight, but she did meet me there. She met me at AIT and we spent time together in Washington. So you cannot choose what state you want to live in after basic. You are at the Army's needs, and you will get sent to wherever you get sent to. First you go to AIT, and then from there they will give you your orders, and you will know if you're going to Germany, Hawaii, you know, anywhere like that. So you don't get to pick where you get to go. Unless you are reserves, then you can stay at your house, and I guess you can pick where you get to go because you can stay. In basic, you have stalls. Just like you have stalls in a public restroom, you have stalls in basic. So your showers are stalls. They don't have doors, they have shower curtains, but they are stalls. So if you go into the restroom, because you cannot get undressed in the Bay Area, you can't get undressed there, you have to get undressed in the restroom. So you go in one of the restroom stalls, you know, where you would use the restroom at, and you undress, and then you walk over to the shower. Some girls walk naked and some girls walk with a towel, and you walk over to the shower, you get in the shower, you take your towel off. I'm telling you all this because I did this. So you take your towel off and you cut the water on and you take a shower. Some girls just take off all their clothes right there in the shower area and you just hop in the shower. So the gas chamber in basic was horrible. It was horrible, but I will say that if you are sick, it will definitely clear your congestion. But it sucks. It really sucks. It's not that bad. It depends on what group you are going into. But for the last group, I feel so sorry for you, because if they have not used all the chemicals that they have, they will use all those chemicals on you. At least that's what they told us. But yeah, it sucked. It wasn't horrible. Like, you're not gonna die, but it's to help you understand the kind of stuff that you may go through, and to, you know, it's basic training. So yes, it did suck. It burned, and when you sweat, it burned, and they keep you in there for a little minute. So yeah, it didn't kill you, but it sucks. So in basic, you live in the Bay. So in the Bay Area, it would be like 50-something girls, and sometimes it would be 2 bays, not connected, but like in 2 different rooms, depending on how big your group is going into basic. But we had about 50-something girls, and I believe so, if I remember correctly, it was about 50-something girls, and we were all in bunk beds. So it was just on however you came in, you got the bottom, you got the top. And in AIT, it's up to 4, I believe, 4 girls in one room. That's the most. That's the most you can have. But luckily, I was able to have 1 roommate, so it's just me and her, and you have 1 restroom and 1 shower, and yeah, so you just have a roommate. At your unit, once you get stationed somewhere, you have your own room for most people. And here we have to separate, like literally I separate my room with sheets and stuff, so that way she can't see me, and we have like our dressers and stuff to separate, like make it our own little space. In AIT, I even had a bigger room. I had a bigger room in AIT, like a huge room. It was big. I'm gonna be here for a few years, so I feel like I should definitely have more space, but whatever is free, so who cares? It's like an apartment, so I would love to be in those barracks, honestly, but it's whatever. We do have a kitchen and a stove. Some barracks don't have stoves. We have one restroom, we have a refrigerator, a stove, and a microwave. We have no ovens. I don't believe any room in your unit has ovens. I don't think so. So yeah, that's the room situations. MEPS wasn't that bad. The food sucked, but it was like really structured. It was really structured, and MEPS is for a week. So yes, if you get like blister or something on your foot, they do not ship you to basic, because basic is so much more intense. I guess I never really had a blister on my foot, but I know that a lot of girls did get held back for that. You wear your regular clothes for like 1 or 2 days, and then they give you your boots, they give you your uniforms, they give you everything that you need for you to be in the army, and you get shots, and you get all kind of stuff in MEPS. You sleep in bunk beds, and that's really when you meet a lot of people, and you're just really excited for being in the army. MEPS was nice, but it's much more to come after that. Yes, in my opinion, the pay is enough to support yourself, because if you are married, then they give you an extra paycheck. So say I make $1,800 a month, then they pay you twice a month, and you do get an extra check, maybe of like $1,300 or $1,200. So it's your check plus the extra check if you have a child or if you get married. So that's why a lot of people rush to get married. I don't suggest it, but if you feel like that's your true love that you met in the 5 months of being in the army, then that's on you. No judgment here, but I'm just saying that a lot of people do get married for those reasons. So you have your income, and then your spouse's income, and the extra check that you guys get. So I feel like the pay is definitely enough, but don't come to the military for the pay, because you're not rich. And as an E1 and E2, you get paid very little. It's not up until you make a few ranks till you actually get decent amount, and you have to work for that money. It's not free money. So sometimes it's not worth it, but other times it is. So when you deploy, it's not always a bad thing. I would love to deploy to Spain or Germany or Italy or South America. They have good deployments. Not all deployments are bad. So when somebody says they're getting deployed, you really would have to ask them where to figure out if it is a good or bad deployment. In some deployments, you can really have a lot of fun. You can have a lot of fun, and I want to get deployed, of course, to a good place, because I want to see the world, but not all deployments are bad. You can smoke cigarettes, you can smoke e-cigs, you can smoke tobacco. People put it in their lips and stuff, the little dip, and you can smoke black mouths, everything but drugs and weed and all that stuff. Can't smoke that. If you smoke that, then you're most likely to get demoted or get kicked out of the army. You can't do any drugs, you can't shoot nothing up, you can't snort, you can't do none of that stuff. They will kick you out. And you can drink if you're of age. Of course you can drink. You cannot, if you get intoxicated, you cannot wear your uniform while you are drunk. So if you feel, you're not even supposed to be drinking in uniform anyway, but if that happens, maybe your people call you back to work or something, you drunk, do not put that uniform on, because you cannot be intoxicated in uniform. So for people like me, I do a long distance relationship, and I feel like my relationship is going well. I trust my boyfriend. Me and him has been together for about 2 years, so I definitely gained trust in him before I came to the military. When he knew me, he didn't even know I was going to the military, so it's not like he got with me for benefits. I didn't meet him while I was in the military, so me and him have a lot of background and foundation to our relationship. You can definitely hold a relationship if you choose to. If you don't choose to hold a relationship, then which thing gonna happen? Which thing gonna happen? Like, I'm just saying that you can hold a relationship if you want to, if they want to, and if you want to. So, you know, if it's real, if you're not moving too fast or they're not using you, then I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Long distance relationships work. They work, especially if you guys have a foundation. So if you want it, then you'll have it. It's hard, it's not easy, but we visit each other every month or every couple of weeks. I go there all the time. We meet up, so we don't have to always fly everywhere. It can be done. It can definitely be done, and I am the living fact to tell you so. Okay, for my ladies, y'all know that getting your period in basic, at least, or I guess in Army General, I mean, when you at your unit AIT, you got cargo pockets, and in AIT you might have to wear camelbacks, but in basic you definitely wear camelbacks, because in basic you usually have your PTs on. So I mean, you can put your little pads and tampons in there, but girl, you gotta go to the restroom. They won't stop you from going to the restroom, but I'm just saying, don't be, you know, that girl. If you have to go, you gotta go. People definitely understand. If you have a period to where it's really, really, really heavy, wear you a pad and a tampon. I'm just being real, ladies, because some girls just really don't know. If you're not comfortable wearing tampons and you know you have pads that have heavy ones, it can work. You may have to bring a lot of them in your little camel bag or your pockets or whatever. It's not a big deal. People understand. I suggest talking to someone when you get to MEPS about it if you have to take medication, because usually they don't allow you to take medication, to have medication or whatever. But if it is that bad, then I believe you can have it. You can talk to someone about it, you know, if you really need it. In the regular Army, just carry your stuff in your pockets. That's why we have those big old cargo pockets for a reason. You better use them. Anybody's gonna be going in your pockets but you. So if you guys want me to talk about anything else, just let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.